Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my hacienda. Let's go have a look around the map. First off, this is actually the farmyard, the farmhouse. And I'm walking around inside it. There is a lot of detail. This bathroom is insanely detailed, right down to having soap and stuff on the shelves. You know, you've got the bedroom here. You can actually go out onto the walkway out here, but I think I'm going to stay inside for now, because you can still kind of get around. All the doors here can be opened. You got a big TV from TV, a couple of screwdrivers for some reason, some farming news, stuff like that. Nice bookshelf full of books that you're never going to understand what they are because there's no names on them. Over and around here, we're just going to kind of go around the bottom of the house. I'll go around the top in a minute. You got your larder with apples, raspberries, and passion fruit, which for some reason are all labelled in English, despite the fact that South America speaks Spanish, or the majority of it does anyway. Got your lovely breakfast out on the table here, coffee machine, pots, pans, dishes, more soap, some, I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it looks like shampoo. If we go up the circular staircase, I've missed a room when I was looking around before. You got another bedroom here. Nice little office with somebody's been slacking in English. Somebody's been slacking and playing farm sim, but like I said already, you can open the doors, go out onto the balconies, look at the different farm news. I'm not entirely sure what that said, but it was, I'm sure it's interesting if you can speak Spanish. Through this door here, another bathroom, which is just as detailed and for some reason has a Hypno Wash washing machine. I'm guessing that's a rip-off of Whirlpool. Yeah, let's get out of the house. We'll go down this way very quickly. Nice little swimming pool around the back. You know, swing seat, barbecue, and if I go over here, you've got the garage, in which I have parked the vehicle we will be going around in. Yes, I have in fact created Fab 1. Let's get the HUD up. This is a Lizard Tunera convertible. My hired helper has finished this task, which is great. So this is the main house. You can see there's a plane here, and there's a bit of a debate on TeamSpeak. This may or may not be a runway for that plane, because you've got the little bump at the end which might help the plane take off. Now, what I personally think is the runway is, what I think happens is the plane taxis up here, taxis over here, and right here is what seems to be a much better runway in between fields 1 and 2. Because like I can get up near top speed on this very quickly and very easily, and there's a bit of runoff as well at the end. One little bone of contention I have is that you don't actually start off with sugarcane planted, you start off with cedar, but that's kind of fine. I did actually buy something here already to show you guys this, because over here is the cows, and I really like the detail work. This is where you can buy them, and like it's clear that the cows come down in here, through this little chute, through this area here, and into the field, and this is what the cows look like. They look completely different. I really like the Giants of a custom cow model on this map. That is quite amazingly detailed. Because like it wouldn't make sense to have the default like Goldcrest Valley European/American cows on the map. It just wouldn't make sense. So I really like the Giants have done that. Over here you got your grain storage, which again is completely different from anything you've seen from Giants before. Haven't tried it out yet, so I'm hoping there's going to be something interesting from it. But nice big tipping point, nice big filling point. Also, I should point out right now, yes, I have intentionally chosen this car in pink, because pink is the colour of my channel, unofficially. So if I come out onto the main road here, you will notice, first off, that the road looks amazing. Let's see, what way do I want to go? We'll go over towards the grain elevator. The road looks stunning. Of course, we're in South America, so we're driving on the right. palm trees and whatnot. I should stop up in a second just to point something out. There's a field planted in sugarcane, because I wanted to have a sugarcane field. I do like the, this might screw things, I got crop destruction turned on. I do like the way that the sugarcane plant texture looks. That looks really, really nice. Giants did a good job on that. And here's something that I want to point out, because if I bring out the chainsaw, walk over to this palm tree, you can cut these down. You can cut down the palm trees and get rid of all that kind of stuff and sell palm trees if you want. Which is a nice little detail. There's one of the petrol stations. Yacimientos Petroliferos del Chaco. And there's a shop inside there. Come down here, we're coming up to, I believe, one of the grain elevators. Oh, no, I'm wrong. This is the Agro Gaucho SA. This is where you buy your animals. So you can hear all the noises and whatnot. I wonder, can you go in? This is something that I'm curious about. No, because the doors are locked. You might be able to go in that in FS19. That door's not locked. No, you can't go in. I'd like to see that being, like, entrable in FS19. That'd be nice. Something else I'm going to point out right now is the traffic. There's a Jeep Cherokee, or a fake one, going along there. Here is a fake Willys Jeep. Over here you got a fake 2CV. And this is my personal favourite. I kind of wish this was available as a drivable vehicle. I like the 2CV. Of course, another Bel Air in AI configuration, I guess. And a minibus, which I've never seen a minibus in the game before. And of course, random bits of junk that I hope Giants make available on the prefab section of the mod hub, because I like random junk. So let's continue out over here. We'll go through the grassy area here, I guess, because I screwed up already. But you can see there's different trees here. It's all new foliage for the map. You know, Giants did a good job of making sure that everything made some sort of sense. This is the grain elevator, so you can, I guess, if you're really cheeky, store crops here. That looks like wood chips being stored there at the moment. It might be specifically for wood chips, who knows? But the train starts over at grain elevator 2. It's not there at the moment. I've moved it somewhere else. You can probably guess where. But I have moved it. One thing I do like quite a lot is that the dirt roads are actually dirt roads. They're not just kind of vague representations of dirt that are supposed to act as a road. If I come over here, here's one of the things that I really like. The Agro Guano, also known as the biogas plant, or the BGA. Because over in here, I'm just going to park up between the Jeep Cherokee and minibus here. Remember where I parked Fab 1. Over in here you got your way station as always on both ends, because you can enter both ends. You've got a way station at either end. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 silage pits. I'm intentionally running around quite fast. I'm guessing this is where you can pull your digestate out of the BJ, but this is the thing that interests me the most, because this is something we haven't seen since FS13. It's a buried silo. I quite like that, and I've just noticed that even Giants, the masters of the map, have a slight bit of a terrain issue here. You can see that the terrain's nice and level here at this corner, and then kind of dips way down and comes back up to be nice and level over at this corner again. Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same here. It dips down because they haven't made the concrete pad quite big enough. And the same around the back, presumably. Yeah. In fact, it's not even level at this corner here. That's an issue with the way Giants maps are made, honestly. Or maps are made in GE, I guess. But there's some nice detail. It's obviously not as detailed as it could possibly be, because it has to run on pretty much all sorts of PCs and consoles as well. But I think the level of detail Giants put in for Giants is really nice. One thing that I don't like, and I'm going to say this straight out, because I'm going to bring up the map in full in a second. Actually, I'll bring it up now. I'm driving over to the main road again. Look at how much green there is. Look at how much empty, wasted space there is on this map. I mean, Giants could have fit in probably twice as many fields as they have. If they made the field slightly smaller and just... it's a real shame that the map is so empty. Because where there is detail, there's lots of it, but whoops. Where there's none, like, it's just a case of throw a few palm trees down and be done with it. You got your windmill, that's, I think, still from, not Goldcrest, but what was on FS13? Westbridge Hills. This is your sheep area. What is this? This is presumably where your wool will spawn. You buy your sheep here, feed them in around here somewhere. Where's the fill thingies? Over here. And your sheep will be in here. Now, I believe it's the same sheep as on the default map. Yes. And now, for something completely different, I'm going to actually drive straight up this hill, because I can't be bothered finding a road. There it is. Okay, we'll use the road now. This is the old style of road that's just kind of dirt that's meant to represent a road. Yeah, we could say in-game that's very rarely used, except for one thing. Fab 1's flipped. Except for one thing, and it's up at the top of this hill here. That, by the way, is a viaduct that is used in the map. So we'll hop into the train in a minute and do a loop of the railway. Because it's quite a large railway. I think it's actually a railway that makes more sense, because you can see the big dark line on the map going the entire length of it. That is the railway line. Now over here is the transport company, which inexplicably doesn't even have a road to it. Like, it's just up here on its own. And the train, I'm going to be in cab for this, is very detailed. You know, it's very rusted and all the dials work as you'd expect. Up to 800 RPM. Speeds rising up to 82 kilometers an hour, or 82 or 83 kilometers an hour. It's a lot more detailed than maybe we're used to with Farmstead. Definitely a lot more detailed than the train that was in Goldcrest. It feels a lot more realistic as a train. If I just get rid of the map, it feels a lot more realistic just because it's a bit dirtier. And you know, it's got the giant stack and the horn. Sounds like it's an air horn. Actually, does it it does fade out after a while, so yeah, it is an air horn. And if I just stop the train or bring it, slow it down, just leave it run off. Here is the sawmill, I believe. The lumber yard, as it's called. You can see the train actually goes by all the sell points, so I don't mind doing this too much. Lumber yard, so you can sell your wood right here. You can sell your wood chips over here, and there might be another place you can sell wood. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to abandon the train for a minute and go over here, because there's another kind of hacienda house kind of thing. Can you get into this one? No. It's just the one you start off with you can get into, I guess. I've got to see, can I do this? Can I, if I hop over this? No. Can you not go up the little spire? Oh, I wanted to get up into that tower. That's a shame. If I go over here and across this bridge, we will see a pass attempt by presumably me to cross the bridge. Over here is Sim's boat. As you can see, it says Vroom and then has his name on it. Either that or he signed it for some reason. He's a bit egotistical like that. Over here's the pigs, and they're kind of... I don't like where they've been put, because they're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And, oh, I've just found something that I haven't seen before. So you can buy them here, feed them over there, and over there somewhere else. I think it might just be here. Oh, no, over on that side as well. But I've just spotted... Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. The ruins of a castle. I'm gonna guess this was a monastery, actually, or maybe some sort of defensive fort. Can you get into this building? I'd like if you could get into this. You can't get into that building. No, you can't. Oh, it'd be really nice if you could, and you could just like get up onto the top of the battlements there, look out over the map, over your domain. Let's go back down to the train, because we're using that to get around now apparently. And I abandoned that over by the wood sell point, which has probably continued on quite a bit since then. It hasn't really. As you can see, it's got the train, or not the train, the crane there. So let's get back into the train itself and head off to the next set of sell points, which is going to be another grain elevator, actually. You can see there's 3 grain elevators, grain elevator 2, and grain elevator 3, which show up as sell points, but I don't think you can actually sell at them. Can you? No, you can't. They're just for storage, effectively. How much does sugarcane sell for, actually? $2.47 at the transport company. Of course, the prices of the transport company are going to be slightly higher to make you use the train a bit. So these grain elevators are just kind of marked on the map so you know where they are. They're not actually sell points and they all look identical. I don't think there's any reason for me to stop at this one. It is, yeah, I like the fact that they're there. I actually like the way that the rail system is done here. I like the fact that it's kind of like a loop around the map instead of just being 2 or 3 or 4 loops with multiple trains. I kind of like the single loop with the more detailed train that actually brings you around the map and gives you a bit of a map tour as you're going around. That gigantic, hilarious bridge actually can't be used, annoyingly. The smaller ones can't, but the huge, giant humpback bridge can't. Is this the closest I'm going to get to town? Yes, it is. So let's help out again. Run across this field, which has new textures, by the way. And over here is the main town, the main part of it. Which, as you can see, there's new people, like black-haired Chuck Norris. Interesting. There's purple shirt dude, who I think is new. Yes, he looks very angry. There is an election going on, I think. Vote for Garza, apparently. Where is the thing that I want to show you over here? Because I found it quite funny. I actually, there's a pharmacy. Not entirely sure what that is. It's there, but there's a lot of detail in this town. You know, everything has a name and a role, I guess. And there is no, for those of you wondering, from what I can tell at least, there's no basketball court. You know, you got your animal show, I think. I don't speak Spanish. The one thing that I did translate I found funny, so I need to try and find it again so I can tell you what it is. But here's the kind of dockside. The spinnery is over here as well. I think the spinnery is like right here. So you sell your wool here. You actually have to go the entire length of the map to sell your wool, which I don't know if I like that or not. I'll be honest. Where's the thing that I want to show you guys? Ah, here it is. I'm right beside it. So instead of a basketball court, you got a football pitch. And here, you've got the Inter-Regional Football Championships for 2018, 12th to 19th of August. And the prizes, I actually Google translated this. First prize is a Massey Ferguson 700 tractor. Second prize is a wheelbarrow. And third prize is applause. So apparently there are only 3 teams in it, and the third team just gets an applause. But you can, if you come over here, and are less bad at the game than me, pick up the football. You can't kick it just yet. Maybe you will in FS19. But if you want to, you can play basketball by trying to get into the commentary box like that. And miss, because you're terrible like me, and get the football stuck under the... Okay, that works too. You can get it into the commentary box, like... I've missed the other way now. Like that. Can you even get into the commentary box? Have I managed to get the football stuck now forever? Yes. I truly am a genius. It'll come out next time I load up the game. But if I come out of town now, I need to find out where I've parked the train. So let's go over to the rail line. Here's actually where the train starts at Grain Elevator 2. But the train where I abandoned it was back along the other way, back this way. And I've forgotten to show you 2 cell points, I just realised. So, one over here. I'll move the train forward a bit. Well, I can run the rest of this. Why not? I was planning on using the car, but I've abandoned it long ago. So over here-ish, right here is the bakery. You got to reverse into this sell point. So maybe don't use dolly trailer if you're bad at reversing like me. And ooh, there's the rain coming through. Ooh, that's gonna be patched out presumably. And then if I come over this direction and launch myself over a wall and get stuck, I think. Have I launched myself into a bit of a map you're not supposed to be in? Yes, I have. Launched myself back over the wall and go in this direction. There's no point in showing you the grain of that, but if I just zip over here, and sorry for any weirdness that might be happening as a result of me doing that, this over here is the harbour, which obviously has a sell point and some stuff dotted around there. I believe there are some like vehicles that are a bit wrecked around the map. But here's something that Simulate spotted. These giant auger pipes. These giant pipes that go down out into the river. There's two here. There's one over at the sugar mill as well. And you have these boats. There's actually three here, I've just noticed. You got these boats, which if I zoom in, are not just background details. There is a reasonable amount of detail to these tugs. So perhaps this is a hint at something that's going to happen in FS19. Is these riverboats, you'll be able to call them and send them off like you could with the train in FS15. Which should be pretty cool. So there's a second boat, which is actually a different one, with different modelling, which kind of gave Sim the idea that maybe there's more to those boats than what first meets the eye. This is the sugar mill, which I need to find out where you sell the sugar beets. I'm guessing it's in there. Oh, this is sugar cane, because look, you have to tip it all the way up. That's really nice. So the sugar mill will presumably only take sugar cane, am I correct? Sugar mill will take sugar beets as well, but there's only the one sell point, so are you supposed to lift the sugar beets up as well? Or will that just accept a normal trailer tipping? Interesting. And I think actually I've shown you pretty much everything on the map. There's only one fuel station, I've just realised. And of course the transport company, because giants are giants, it is a forced duty. You must use the train at this one because we have to enforce our gimmick. We have to make you use the gimmick vehicle in the game, so you've got to use the train. Presumably there'll be sell points in FS19, or possibly even further on in the future, where you've got to use the boats. That's that field seeded up with sugarcane, or planted up with sugarcane, for the stream, hopefully later today, assuming I can get this out on Tuesday. What do I think of the map? I quite like it. I do. I'll be honest, I quite like the map. I think that maybe there's a bit too much white space, and by that I mean just completely emptiness. Complete emptiness. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Of the amount of emptiness. I like that there's new trees, I like that there's new foliage, I like that there's new detail work put into the map, which bodes well for FS19. Is it Giant's worst ever map? No. Is it Giant's best ever map in my experience? Because I haven't played FS09 or FS11, or even the original FS08. Is it Giant's best map in my experience? Probably not. Is it a very good map? Or is it a map that I'll enjoy playing? Only time will tell. Is it a map you'll enjoy? That's up to you. How highly would I rate this map? It's a good map. It's good by Giant standards. You know, if this was a modders map, I'd be giving a lot more criticism, especially with all the white space. But I do realize Giants kind of have to make stuff really, really, really highly optimized so that it will always get at least 60 FPS on 95% of machines. So I can completely see why Giants did things the way they did. And I didn't mention this video, but the reason that I sound so hoarse and quiet, potentially, compared to normal, is it's currently 1:43 in the morning, and I'm recording this. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you now so that I can get this rendered and uploaded as quickly as I possibly can for you guys. I'm going to leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching. I'm going to try and pronounce the map name if I can find it here. It's Estancia something or other. I can't find the map name. You've been watching, I guess, the map spotlight of the Platinum Edition. Until in Farming Simulator 17 Platinum Edition. How convenient. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.